Welcome to The Explainer. Look, we're going to skip the slow intros today and dive right into something every single one of us deals with. And honestly, something we probably all hate. We are going to confront a massive digital frustration. And more importantly, we're going to look at the incredibly elegant technology that is finally putting an end to it. Let's get right into it. So be honest with me. How many times have you clicked that dreaded forgot password link just this month? If you're anything like me, it's definitely more than once. And hey, you're absolutely not alone in this struggle. The average person right now is juggling over 100 online accounts. Just think about that. 100 different digital doors you have to unlock. And let's be real, you're probably reusing the exact same 3 passwords across most of them. I know I used to do it, but we are actually at a huge turning point right now. Passwords are dying, and the replacement is literally already waiting on your phone. Now, why does this matter right this second? Because our current system is just completely broken. 24 billion. Let that number sink in. In 2024 alone, over 24 billion stolen usernames and passwords were circulating on the dark web. I mean, these were swiped from data breaches at companies you absolutely know and probably use every single day. And despite the crazy high stakes, human nature just hasn't changed. It totally highlights how absurd our current security setup really is. Do you know what the single most common password in the world is right now? It's 123456. And the second most common? Literally the word password. I really wish I was joking about this, but this is the reality when we rely on human beings to make up and remember secret keys. The way these bad habits compound is honestly what's so terrifying. 59% of people openly admit they reuse passwords across different accounts. What does that mean for you? It means if you use the same password for some random forum you joined 5 years ago and for your main email, well, one tiny hack hands attackers the master key to your entire digital life. Your bank, your email, your social media. It is a complete house of cards. To wrap our heads around why this keeps happening, we have to recognize that the whole system is just structurally flawed. I mean, passwords were invented back in the 1960s at MIT. The basic idea hasn't changed one bit since then. You pick a secret word, the website checks if it matches, and boom, you're done. But think about it. This was designed for a world where people had maybe 1 or 2 accounts, not 100. Today, we're fighting hackers armed with supercomputers that can guess billions of passwords a second, and we are fighting them with a concept from the 1960s. Section 2. Enter the passkey, the elegant solution. So how exactly is the tech industry fixing this? Well, the biggest companies on the planet, we're talking Apple, Google, Microsoft, they have all agreed on a universal replacement. It's a remarkably elegant solution, and honestly, the absolute best part is you don't even have to buy a new device to use it. It's called a passkey. Now, technically speaking, passkeys are built on a standard called FIDO2, which stands for Fast Identity Online. But in plain English, a passkey is just a digital credential that completely eliminates the need for you to memorize any secret word. Instead of typing something out, it uses cryptographic keys. And these keys are protected by the biometrics that are already on your device right now. Things like your fingerprint, your face scan, or your device PIN. So the really crucial thing here is understanding how this shift actually works in the real world. Think about the old password paradigm, like having a physical drawer crammed with 100 physical keys. You are totally responsible for creating every key, remembering every key, and protecting every single one. If someone copies just one of those keys, they're in. Passkeys totally flip the script on this. For every digital door you want to open, 2 matching keys get created at the exact same time. One private key stays on your phone, locked safely behind your fingerprint or your face. The other one, a public key, goes to the website server. When you go to log in, your phone and the website do this seamless cryptographic handshake to verify the keys match. The real magic here? The website never sees your private key, and it never even leaves your phone. There is literally nothing for a hacker to intercept. Moving on to proof that it works, the data behind the shift. Now, I know this sounds great in theory, but you probably want to see the actual evidence. This whole security revolution, it isn't just a fun concept. It is already happening at a massive scale as we speak. Back in 2023, Google rolled out passkey support for all Google accounts. By 2025, they announced that passkeys had been used to authenticate users over 1 billion times. 1 billion. And what did all that data show? Well, passkey authentication was twice as fast as typing out passwords. And get this, it resulted in 4 times fewer login failures. So it's not just significantly more secure, it is just a vastly superior, way faster user experience. Microsoft actually took it even further. In late 2024, they started letting their enterprise customers go fully passwordless, just completely removing the password option for millions of corporate accounts. The result? A 99.9% reduction in account compromise for the organizations that made the switch. I mean, that is just a staggering improvement in security, purely by changing how people log in. But okay, here is the absolute climax of all this data. This is the stat that truly changes the game. 0. In 2025, a major financial services company rolled out Passkeys for their 50,000 employees. After they did that, phishing-related account compromises dropped to absolute 0. Not 90%, not 99%, 0. And why is that? Well, because phishing relies on tricking you into typing your password into a fake website. If there is no password to type, the fake website literally can't steal anything. Even if an employee gets tricked into visiting a fake login page, the passkey challenge just won't match because the fake site doesn't have the correct public key. It is brilliant. Next up, how to get started, frictionless adoption. At this point, you're probably wondering, okay, how can I get this protection for my own accounts? And the really good news here is that it is incredibly frictionless.
Here is your super simple 4-step guide to get going. Step 1, check your device. If you've got an iPhone running iOS 16 or later, an Android on version 9 or up, a Mac with Ventura, or a Windows 10 PC with Windows Hello, guess what? You are already compatible. You don't need to install a single thing. Step 2, start with your most important hubs. Go to your Google account or your password manager, like Bitwarden, 1Password, or Dashlane. Creating a passkey in their security settings literally takes under 30 seconds. Step 3, start adding passkeys to other critical accounts. Your bank, your social media, cloud storage, major apps like TikTok, WhatsApp, PayPal, and Amazon, they all support them now. And finally, step 4, don't delete those old passwords just yet. The transition across the whole internet is going to take a little time, so keep your password manager around for the sites that are still playing catch-up. Oh, and remember, when your device asks for your face or fingerprint to set this up, that is not extra friction, that's the exact biometric lock, keeping your private key completely safe. Finally, the passwordless future, beyond the login screen. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the broader societal trends here, because this tech is poised to extend way beyond the digital devices sitting in our pockets. Passkeys are driving massive institutional shifts right now. The U.S. government's zero trust strategy actually mandates phishing-resistant authentication for federal agencies, and the EU's NIS2 directive is pushing that exact same standard. But it gets even cooler when we look at the physical world. Physical security systems, like those front door smart locks for your house, they're starting to adopt these exact same cryptographic standards. Your front door will just unlock simply because it cryptographically verified your device. No key code for anybody to steal. And from a business perspective, corporations are saving absolute millions. Think about this. 30 to 50% of all IT help desk tickets are literally just password resets. Going passwordless completely eradicates that massive operational headache. Look, the death of the password has been predicted for decades, but this time, the replacement is actually better. It's faster, it's easier, and mathematically, it is vastly more secure. Passkeys finally fix the fundamental flaws of a 60-year-old system. So here's my challenge to you to close out this explainer. Take 30 seconds today, just go into your Google or Apple account settings and set up your very first passkey. Step into this whole new era of digital trust and ask yourself, when your digital identity is finally unstealable, what will you unlock next? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay secure out there, and we'll catch you in the next one.